What I've come to realize is that when you start to love yourself and you start to show up for yourself, you start to look different to other people. And if it is people that is not really meant for your life, they are not going to be able to accept you in this new season that God has called you into. And what does that look like? It looks like you are shedding a lot of dead skin. And that is normal. That is the process of life, that the older we get, we are supposed to become much more wiser. Our conversation becomes a lot more knowledgeable. And you are going to notice that as God evolve you, when you step in certain rooms with certain people who are still continuing decade after decade, having those same conversations, you're going to have to learn to have grace. Because that is God calling you out amongst them. Now, if certain people care about you and they see that you are growing in different ways, they should remain respectful of that. They should be proud of that. But you have some people who can turn into your enemy. But what I mean by having grace on them is that just because God calls everyone doesn't mean that they choose to decide to answer the calling for them lives. So when they see you actually answering certain callings, because there's certain callings that you're not answering and I'm not answering, but we're answering a few, it probably can come off intimidating to them. So you have to give people grace and give them a chance to grow. Don't become a person that is so religious that you just look down on everybody else as if you don't stink, because you and I still ain't where we want to be. And what I mean is that you see people in the church house. They say, come on in and worship. Certain churches, we're not talking about all. And if you are an attractive woman or attractive man, you see the church crowd, they looking like they don't want you coming up in their church house. But what you come to realize that you can have God in your house. You can have God in your car. You can have God whenever. God will talk to you when you're drunk or high. God will send a bum on the corner, asking for change to give you a message. God is going to get through to his servant. So what I'm saying to you is that God has given you grace. Don't forget the mud that you climbed out of, those hoods, those crack houses, those trap houses, those different beds, men and women. Don't forget where you come from.